With the possibility that TikTok will be banned in the United States, we've decided to take a look at some of the craziest, most ridiculous, and just whack TikTok videos or challenges that even if the app doesn't get banned, these videos definitely should be. Now personally, I wouldn't care all that much if the app got banned altogether, as I haven't really jumped on that bandwagon, nor do I intend to. And I don't even have a personal vendetta against the app. I know some people feel there are security issues. Maybe there are, but again, I'm not really on it, so I don't have much to worry about. Yet here I am counting down the top 10 TikTok videos that should be banned. What's going on, guys? Welcome to LBQ. I'm your host, Jared Bronstein, and today we got a bit of a different video. With a potential TikTok ban just around the corner, we thought it'd be fun to look at some of the most absurd TikTok videos that need to be banned, regardless if the app makes it to the other side. As always, I'll be replying to some of your comments from a previous video to wrap this one up, but for now, let's kick it off. Starting our list off at number 10, how to cook a dog perfectly. I have a feeling this guy's account got banned altogether because his bio now reads, "You're mad, I'm back." Either way, this kid really has to wake up and smell the coffee because the type of video he posted was pretty gross. Starting off, the video literally says how to cook a dog perfectly. Then it cuts to the guy grabbing a seat with the caption, "Now that all the Chinese people are here," and the guy pretends like he's eating. He edited a bat over his hand and captioned the photo, "This how y'all did it," with a bat emoji. Now I could point out the obvious and talk about how blatantly racist this video is, but I think it's also important to highlight that aside from the racist aspect, how this video seemingly paints all Chinese people as being responsible for the pandemic. Aside from that, it's just gross to see that someone could think this kind of humor is acceptable, yet when people make fun of Americans for loving guns or not wearing masks, then that's crossing the line. You know what? I don't really think that is. I think what this guy did is crossing the line. I think making fun of Americans for loving guns and not wearing masks, I don't think that's crossing the line at all, because that's much harmless than what this guy did. Now on to number 9, can't live without technology. Now this one is actually a tweet turned into a TikTok, if that even makes sense, but it has to because I saw it with my own eyes. It starts off with a user reading a retweet of 2 photos captioned, "There are no words." She then goes to each individual photo, with one tweet reading, "These millennials can't live without technology," and the other being a retweet of that original tweet about technology, reading, "Girl, can you?" The TikTok then shows the profile picture of the girl who sent the original millennial tweet, and she is hooked up to a ventilator. The TikTok user then starts laughing and making jokes, and I just think it's pretty heartless, so maybe we shouldn't be doing that. Like, we don't know her medical condition, we don't know what she's going through, just not funny. And again, it started on Twitter, so I guess it started with the tweet, but then giving it more eyes, I guess, on TikTok and making it a bigger joke of it and laughing about it and supporting that joke, it's just not right. This is like a bad thing to do. At number 8, the FaceTime challenge. I don't know what this one is actually called, but there's a new challenge where people pretend they're FaceTiming someone and show their kids to get a reaction. The issue is the people the parents are pretending to FaceTime all have disabilities, or it's a mugshot of some kind, or just an unflattering photo. The idea is that the person the parent is FaceTiming will have the kid react one way or another. Now as you can imagine, this is just full on bullying, and Lizzie Velasquez's face has been used numerous times to the point that she actually made a video speaking out against the challenge. TikTok, I need your help. This trend where you are pretending to FaceTime someone who is disabled or is a baby, or there's some crazy mugshot and you're showing it to someone to get the reaction and say, "Oh hey, talk to this person," just to get a quick laugh. This is not a joke. If you are an adult who has a young human in your life, please do not teach them that being scared of someone who doesn't look like them is okay. Please. Everything that these kids need to know about having empathy and being kind to one another starts at home. This is a trend that needs to stop because we are human and we have feelings. So just please keep that in mind. I couldn't agree more, and hopefully this video will be taken down sooner than later, as, like you said, kindness starts at home, and really just trying to scare people by showing them an image of somebody else that doesn't look like them, that's not a good lesson to teach anybody. Everyone's different, and that is okay. On to number 7, the difference between a leaf and an emo. This one just fully makes fun of someone hanging themselves, and I really feel like in today's day and age, we've got to realize this isn't a joke. But still, for some reason, a guy decided to make a TikTok captioned, "A leaf and an emo falls from a tree, who hits the ground first?" Then it cuts to the man standing there, captioned, "The leaf, the rope stopped the emo." Especially during a time where mental health awareness and acceptance is really being pushed, why this narrative of someone taking their own life is still something humorous to some will never make sense to me. And I think it's quite evident why this video should be banned, as it's really not going to lead to any positive changes whatsoever, and just further pushes the narrative of laughing at that, which nothing about that is funny. On to number 6, creepy randonaut. There's a video that's still currently on TikTok with a group of people going on an adventure and finding an incredibly unpleasant discovery. Using the Randonautica app, which gives people coordinates to find creepy stuff it seems, these teens ended up finding a suitcase by the shore. At first they made jokes that it smelled terrible and there could be a body in it, but upon actually looking inside, things went from a joke to real serious. The cops were called and authorities identified the remains of 2 people who had gone missing, Jessica Lewis and her boyfriend Austin Wenner, who both appeared to be shot. Considering how this video literally led to a crime, I feel maybe it shouldn't be on the social media app. Aside from that, what about the respect for the families of those that lost their loved ones or friends? At the time of this recording, it's been viewed over 25 million times. And not to compare it to Logan Paul's video in the forest, but maybe we just shouldn't be posting that because that's how a lot of people found out that their family member or their friend was now gone, and the video is still on TikTok. So definitely not as bad as Logan's video, but borderline for sure. Not acceptable, should not be on social media, I would say. On to number 5, the put it in a bun challenge. For whatever reason, people thought it was funny or a good idea to start a challenge where you tie your cat or dog's ears together with a rubber band or a hair tie. Now I don't mean tie with a knot, but even putting a band around their ears to squeeze them together is definitely still a form of animal cruelty. Regardless of how cute people may think it is, the animals obviously weren't very happy with this challenge, and unfortunately it led to some extreme cases where people were seen doing things that 100% would be considered animal cruelty had it not been a challenge on TikTok. So why it's okay to do it for likes and possibly going viral, it's beyond me. I don't understand why this is acceptable. On to number 4, the cheese challenge. This was an older challenge that saw people throwing slices of processed cheese onto people, and sometimes even animals such as cats and dogs. I think the worst of it though is people doing it to babies. Sure, at first it's cute and funny, but when you really think about it, it's kinda not nice to just throw a slice of cheese on a baby's face. Aside from the fact that it literally covers their whole face, which is just kinda uncomfortable, and it's just mean. These babies literally rely on you, the adult, to feed them, bathe them, and care for them. Yet here you are throwing slices of cheese on their face in hopes of getting likes and comments on a social media app. I mean, you may go viral, but for what? Being an asshole who threw cheese on your baby's face and laughed about it? It sounds like a silly idea, but this one was one of the biggest trends on TikTok, and I still have no idea why, as it's degrading and just stupid. At number 3, the clapping challenge. Possibly inspired by the bun challenge, as people on TikTok are apparently okay with harming their pets, this one also really boiled my blood. While playing the tune If You're Happy and You Know It, like an explicit version, people can be seen literally slapping their pets in the face, even if it's a light slap, to the beat of the song. Instead of clapping, as one normally would, these people find humor in slapping their dogs. Again, I understand that all the animals were hit hard and it was meant to be a joke and in good fun, but why do we need to literally harm animals for that? If you're not funny without doing this, then maybe just stop trying to be funny. It's okay, not everyone is good at humor, and if you need to hit your dog or cat to achieve that, which I don't even find funny in the first place, you gotta take a look in the mirror, because I will slap the shit out of you. At number 2, the cereal challenge. Any one of these videos should be taken down immediately, as it's repulsive watching someone pour cereal and milk into another person's mouth and then eating it. Yes, they use another person's mouth as a bowl. Now, aside from the fact that the idea alone is a choking hazard, with the person laying down having their mouth used as a bowl will likely die, there's also a pandemic going on. I mean, odds are the person you do it with, you've already done other things with, so it doesn't matter as much. But still, do you know how disgusting that really is? Why not share a toothbrush while you're at it? I mean, just disgusting. And the fact that people participated in the challenge makes it even worse. This wasn't a one-person thing. There were multiple videos, and I need them all taken down immediately because it is not a good challenge to push out there, and people are 100% gonna choke. So just don't do it. In at the number 1 spot, the bleach your eye challenge. What appeared to start out as a joke turned into a challenge that people thought actually worked. The idea was by mixing a bag with bleach, jelly, shaving cream, and hand sanitizer, then putting that bag on your eye, it'll lighten the color. Obviously, this is incredibly problematic, as if any of that formula were to get onto someone's bare eye, the amount of pain they would feel would be lethal. Of course, there's also the risk of going blind, although it's more so a guarantee than a risk, and to no surprise, the challenge itself didn't actually work, so you pretty much just have a bunch of kids bleaching their eyes for no reason at all. I think TikTok should probably work on taking those bad boys down, because you don't want your app responsible for having a bunch of kids go blind. I don't know, maybe they do, I don't know. And that does it for this one, folks. Don't get me wrong, I can take a good joke, but TikTok is mostly made up of young, impressionable teens, and the truth is, a lot of what they see could influence them in a very negative way. At least the videos and even challenges on this list can. Now, as always, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments section down below, so please let me know what you think. For now, let's reply to some comments from the video, How Did Mr. Beast Grew His Channel? That was the name of the title, just to clarify, and because of that, Bathtub said, how did Mr. Beast grew his channel? Bro, type. You know what? Hey, it happens, bro. It happens. Maybe we made a typo. I'm here to admit it. It happens, dude. We were off by one letter. Dude, learn to make mistakes in your life. I don't know. Avery the Cuban American said, Mr. Beast is an absolute legend. His success was well earned and deserved. I agree with that. He was like one of the least problematic YouTubers. I know people said he had a racist past. And I'm not trying to, say it's okay or defend that by any means, but I also find that a lot of this whole cancel culture is like calling people out for things they did when they were not even fully an adult and like maturing. And again, I'm not trying to defend him by any means. I don't know how old he was when he did these things, but I don't know. I think like if people want to judge how someone was when they're 14, we all did stupid stuff at 14. Like, we make mistakes. And not to say that you should know at 14 what's right and wrong, or you should, again, I'm not trying to defend his actions, but like, at the same time, I think everyone has had lapse of judgments in their life where they've said or done things that looking back, they're like, you know what? That was wrong of me and I apologize. And that's just it. So, that's how I feel at least. Carry Out Plain said, I feel like his content lately is for children. A lot of people actually have been saying that. It's gotten like a lot more kid friendly, but I mean, that's what YouTube is. Like, even there's videos on here that I can't say certain words because of how PG YouTube has become. So he's just making sure he can find a way to keep making his money, and I'm here for it because he's a good dude based on what he does, helping other people. And he even said eventually he wants to just make a channel where he could donate all of his money. So saw that on Twitter the other day. So check out his Twitter, he's a good dude. Anyways guys, that's it for this one. Been your host Jared Bronstein, and we'll see you guys in the next video.